I'm Linda.
I'm Bruce. We've been married 37 years. Linda and I both went to UNI at music program, and I saw her in the hallway one day and immediately fell in love with her. And I don't know if it was that quick, but it was. I had a great interest in her, and we stayed there for a couple years, and then we ended up actually leaving the school and moving in together, and we lived together for a while, and we got married in '82. All during this time, there was a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, some drugs, the usual street stuff, and I guess after 10 years of that, and Linda got kind of tired of my bad habits, and
I just called him one day at work and told him that I was leaving him if he didn't stop drinking. He was an alcoholic, and so we called his mom and dad. I don't remember which one, called Marvin and Mitzi, and we went over there, and
Dad said, "Come over."
Yeah, and they said, "I want you to meet our pastor and talk to our pastor," which neither of us obviously knew the Lord. And it was Neil Copen, and he was the pastor at the Wesleyan Church, actually. And so we went and met with Neil, and Bruce that night got saved. He said the weight of the world lifted off his shoulder, and he stopped drinking. But I never got saved that night. I continued to not care what he did, really. I didn't, and he just worked outside, cleaned up the place, and so it wasn't until, that was March 20th of 1992. So we were married 10 years. And so then in November of that year, Neil preached a sermon on the beer tent at the 4th of July, and that it just convicted me. And the whole church had been praying, everybody had been praying. So I went to the altar that morning and gave my heart to the Lord. And then only by the grace of God, God saved our marriage, and we had Hannah after that, and adopted Josiah and Brody after that.
I don't think that I would have got saved if we wouldn't have had people that cared for us and loved us, even though my dad would come out when we were living together and support us and help us, and they never gave up on us, and I think that's important, that for these people like myself that have a problem with a habit, that we don't give up on them.